Good morning, everyone. It's a snowy day in Vermont. It's kind of sleety right now, but we got, a pretty good amount of snow. And today we're going to run the 1.5 miles down to our local little store and have breakfast. And we're going to see how the Tundra does in the snow, because no one plows this. It's the 19th of April. And everything's muddy underneath. If you plow the dirt roads, it just makes a flippin' mess. You do more damage than it's worth. So we're gonna clean up the Tundra and we're gonna take it for a little ride and see how it does. So we got to get gas this morning, and seeing it snowed, it hasn't been really cold, so this might not be a good test, but we're going to test this automatic latch and see how it does after it's been snowed on. Okay, seems to work okay. We'll see how it does after snow and 10 below zero. So this is the first drive in the snow with the 2022 Tundra. It's got the tires that came on it, which are the Michelin, I don't know. They're the Michelins. And I think they're supposed to be like an AT type tire, but they don't look like an AT tire to me. But it's Michelin. So we are going to put it into four-wheel drive. And I don't know, this is the first time with my vehicles that I've had a push button four-wheel drive. We'll see how it goes. So I don't know if you can see that, but you push it down and you slide it back and it engages. And I'm gonna put it in a mild mode for the drive mode. We're gonna put it into eco. So, and that shows up on this front dash. So I'm gonna turn the knob, it goes back to normal. You have sport, which I don't think we want today, normal, and eco. So that might calm things down a little bit. And it's still trying to, let me shift and we'll get her in four-wheel drive. There we go. So now we're in four-wheel high, 18.5 on the gas mileage. We're gonna move that back up to the speedo. We've got 790 miles on it now. Let's drive it in the snow and see what we got going on. I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see out the front, and we'll let her rip. All right, let me get my seatbelt on and we'll get going here. Boy, I was surprised to see the old Jeep uncovered.
I know, we've gone all winter with the windstorms that we've had, and it was fine.
It's been covered for 2 years. It hasn't come off. I'm surprised they plowed. God knows I'm not gonna plow. Let's try some braking and see what it does. Yeah, she stops. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, they just plowed the one lane. They just sanded the rest. not like driving in a couple feet of snow, but you're still, slushy snow is pretty slippery. Even when they sand, sometimes it can be treacherous. It turns right to a icy coating. And it is kind of sleety, rainy right now. Let's get around all the potholes here. Our road has been really good this year, compared to a lot of roads. You know, you do get potholes this time of year. There's nothing the town can do about it. They, you know, short of putting another coat of gravel down, but it only is a temporary fix. You just have to wait until the frost goes out of the ground and the everything dries up, and then they can bring the grader in and they'll fix it up. Town of Groton, we've got really good roads, and if you don't believe me, drive on one of Groton's roads and then go drive on, let's say, a wealthy town like Peacham, and it is dreadful. I don't know what they do with all their money, but they don't put it in their roads, that's for sure. So we're very fortunate with the roads that we have, and I'm telling you, the truck is driving great. We will put snow tires on it for next winter, but this is surprising that it goes as good as it does. You know, and it might be the tires. The tires have a lot to do with how cars drive in snow. I had a 1990 Geo Metro, and you put snow tires on that thing and it was like four-wheel drive. That would go anywhere. I lived in Colorado when we had that, and I'm telling you, it got 50 miles to the gallon, and it was an amazing car in the snow. I'm quite surprised that I think it was Suzuki and Chevrolet had a thing together, and that's where that Geo Metro came from. And what a great car, especially if you're a young person and you don't have a lot of money.
It's okay.
That was great. So it looks like the state's been on it.
Goose down there in the puddle.
This is something that they need to work on right here. They tried to put coal patch in these potholes up on the this is like a state road, and it lasted about a day and it was done. And it's funny, they paved a huge section of this road, and they just stopped at the bottom of these corners. So it's better than it was, because they did pave a huge section of it, but I hope they continue on and pave another section this year. That would be nice. So it's funny how little snow they got down here compared to what we got up at the house, and it's only maybe 2 miles, but it's all downhill. We probably have a good heavy 2.5, 3 inches up at the house, and it looks like they just got a coating down here. We'll see when we get down to the little store that what we got on the road, or what we got on the trees, or you can see it's just fading away. So if you ever come to Groton, this little store down here, it's called the Upper Valley Grill, and it's at the intersection of 232, which goes through our state forest, and 302, is a great little store to just pick up, you know, the necessities, and it also is good for breakfast and lunch. And if you order out pizza, they've got really good pizza here. You got to be patient. It's not a place you're gonna just run into, grab something and get out, because it's like a one-man show and they're very busy, and but it's worth the wait. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. There wasn't a lot of snow on the ground, and there's certainly not a lot down here, but there's a good charge up at the house. You know, it went good. I think any truck that's four-wheel drive that has good snow tires on, it's gonna go good in the snow. I've never had a truck that didn't go good in the snow with snow tires when it's in four-wheel drive. If it's in two-wheel drive, different story. Bad. For more Tundra updates, subscribe, like, and have a great day.